Everyone wants to talk about moving into Commerce City, and nobody's talking about why people are quietly trying to get out. And listen, this is not about drama. This is what I'm directly hearing from homeowners who live in the city. So if you live here and are thinking about either buying here or just curious on what's really going on, this is a conversation that is being had in all real estate rooms, as well as something that you really do need to hear. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is 𝐃𝐈𝐑𝐄𝐂𝐓𝐋𝐘. I am a local Colorado real estate agent helping buyers and sellers directly from this incredible platform, YouTube. If you're in need of my services, looking to buy, sell, or invest in Colorado statewide, please utilize me as a resource. My info's down below, and let's get right into it. Let's talk about Commerce City, and it comes up in conversations all the times. Some people love it, but a growing number of people are starting to feel why it may not be a long-term fit for their family and needs as they originally expected. Let's break down exactly why. Reason number one, and this was actually something that I always kind of voice to my clients, high property taxes, the one that shocks a ton of people, specifically new buyers. Let's talk about one that completely catches buyers off guard. And yes, the purchase price might look a little bit better, but then that tax bill hits, and it's in some cases double than other neighboring cities, because many of these neighborhoods have higher mill levies, metro districts, and newer infrastructure costs built in that some buyers, specifically if you're coming from a new build, are not aware of. What does that mean for you? Your monthly mortgage payment, it's definitely not as low as you originally planned. I've had clients directly say to me, wait, why is my payment this high if I bought in a more affordable area? It's a common question. And when the realization sinks in, it becomes a big reason people can reconsider this specific area and why your home may be sitting on the market a little bit longer than you would have thought. Everything is brand new, and that definitely comes with a cost. This one can also surprise a lot of people too. Everyone loves new builds because they're fresh, modern, move-in ready, and ultimately brand new. But here's the reality. When everything is brand new, everything is also at its peak price. You're not buying into an established neighborhood with history, roots, and character. You're buying into something that is still developing, which bring in the higher taxes. So what does that mean for you? Landscaping still needs work. Trees aren't mature, amenities are still being built, and sometimes values don't jump as quickly as you expected right away. Plus, a lot of new builds, specifically if you're buying in Reunion, can come with much higher taxes like we just talked about, HOA fees, and metro district costs. So people start to feel like I may have paid top dollar, but I don't feel like this area is really fully established yet, which is something you should understand. Reason number three, we have to talk about it. Yes, the smell of Commerce City. Commerce City sits near refineries and industrial areas, as well as the dog food, the puppy chow mill. You know it if you've smelt it, and if you drive by it every day, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And depending on the day, the wind, and the weather, you're definitely gonna notice it, and I know my kids do as well. Some people get used to it, others, they never really do. So it may not affect your day-to-day life, but it could potentially affect your resale value. I will state and really emphasize that this is directly once you are closer to older Commerce City. I would say if you're off of 104th and north of that, you're pretty much in the safe zone. This is directly in the older area, I would say, not in Reunion, Turnberry, Potomac Farms, places that are a little bit more newer. Reason number four, commute reality. So on paper, Commerce City looks like it's close to absolutely everything. But what does it really look like once you are driving off of 104th at 5 p.m. on a Friday? Commutes can definitely take longer than expected, especially during peak hours as the streets just become much more compact. We get kind of like a bottleneck and you cannot move. So depending on whether you're heading to downtown Denver, DTC, Boulder, or even just a neighboring city, it doesn't have a ton of roads, I would say, that often help push a lot of this traffic out. You're often dealing with limited main roads, traffic buildup, and compact. This ultimately inadvertently transitions to longer drive times and longer commutes than anticipated. So over time, that daily drive can definitely add up, especially with all this infrastructure and new builds still going up. Potentially may have felt manageable at first, can often start to dwindle in the exhaustion area once you've become a little bit more settled. Reason number 5, a lot of people move to Commerce City for space and newer homes, but then they realize something's missing. That established feel, the lived-in feel, and the warm and cozy feel that you get in maybe parts of Thornton, Westminster, Broomfield specific, Arvada, and I've heard it. So what do I mean by that? We're talking big trees, local coffee shops, little boutique areas, walkable areas, charm, and character. I'm going to be honest, I don't necessarily feel it in Commerce City, and a lot of people also can kind of voice the same thing, but that's not somewhere I want to buy. So it does not bother me, but I know as a potential buyer, this could bother you. So for people that are ultimately coming to Denver for a little bit more established feel, Commerce City may just not be for you, and that's okay. Resale uncertainty. This one definitely depends on more of a long-term concern. Ideally, what is your goals? What does that look like for you? How long do you see yourself sitting in the home? These are questions I'm asking my buyers. So just understand that buyers are starting to notice things like the higher taxes, the location concerns, as well as the slower infrastructure growth to support the high demand of homes that are being sold every day. Real talk, it's not for everyone, but it does work for some. So let's be fair, Commerce City is a beautiful place to live. It has a ton of walking trails, a ton of new shops coming up, and it is not a bad place. It actually makes a lot of sense for certain buyers. And I have a ton of buyers of my own that buy in Commerce City and they love it. So people that could potentially love buying out here are people who want a newer home, buyers who are priced out of potentially other areas, and also some like my parents who ideally need quick proximity to DIA, which is our huge hub and airport out here. Because what looks like a deal up front might end up being a trade-off later. So if you're ideally thinking about buying in Commerce City or even selling, the goal is not to avoid it, it's just to understand it, understand what you're up against, what ideal buyers are looking at in the grand scheme of things. And if you want a breakdown of whether it's a right move for you specifically, drop a comment or reach out. I'm here to help and really help you to make the best decision for your family, yourself, while understanding all of these variables and nuances. And if you found this helpful, also please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps my channel tremendously. And I love to kind of jump on here, talk to my friends, and let you guys know what's going on in real estate market in Colorado specifically, and what that looks like for you, whether that be you're renting, whether that be you're buying or even selling. Reach out to me for any needs in the real estate world, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Okay. Everyone wants to talk about moving into Commerce City, and nobody's talking about why people are quietly trying to get out. And listen, this is not about drama. This is what I'm directly hearing from homeowners who live in the city. So if you live here and are thinking about either buying here or just curious on what's really going on, this is a conversation that is being had in multiple Facebook groups across the real estate, kind of in all real estate rooms, as well as something that you really do need to hear. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is 𝐃𝐈𝐑𝐄𝐂𝐓𝐋𝐘. I am a local Colorado real estate agent helping buyers and sellers directly from this incredible platform, YouTube. If you're in need of my services, looking to buy, sell, or invest in Colorado statewide, please utilize me as a resource. My info is down below, and let's get right into it. Let's talk about Commerce City, and it comes up in conversations all the times. Some people love it, but a growing number of people are starting to feel why it may not be a long-term fit for their family and needs as they originally expected. Let's break down exactly why. Reason number one, and this was actually something that I always kind of voice to my clients, high property taxes, the one that shocks a ton of people, specifically new buyers. Let's talk about one that completely